What do you think of the issue of environmental protection? And Chinese companies are often accused and put under severe scrutiny by the Western media on charges that we do not do enough to pay attention to the environmental conditions. Do you think this has caused a serious problem for the image of China in Africa?
First of all, let me just say this. This, kind of elaboration is very much exaggerated. At the very beginning, some Chinese companies did, bringing the kind of local style business into Africa. They paid little attention to the sensitivity of the local people in terms of environment protection. There were some cases, I can testify that. But I think very quickly the leaders of both sides came to the conclusion that the development at the expense of the deterioration of the environment would not be sustainable. I think since quite a few years ago, the Chinese government specifically implemented the industrial policy guidelines for the Chinese companies who are operating in African countries to abide, first of all, the laws and regulations in this regard, and secondly, to do exactly in line with the laws, which exactly illustrates the responsibilities in reserving the environment. So I think.
But I'm afraid there are two issues here we got
Yeah.
to call your attention to. First of all, there must be some differences between the SOE performance in Africa and private capital from China. The SOE may follow the rules and may pay more attention to the local laws, but I'm not sure about the image and performance
the
of
private
the
enterprises.
private enterprises.
But I think not in every country in Africa, in many countries in Africa now, the Chinese government has helped, the entrepreneurs in a certain country to form kind of, we call it industrial council. So they themselves would, be issuing the directives on guiding the local companies or their fellow entrepreneurs to do exactly in line with the law. Let me just point out, many African countries or governments have, implemented the laws in relation to the environment preservation and protection. So the Chinese government has made it clear that the Chinese companies, be it the state-owned enterprises or private enterprise, would have to abide by the laws in this regard.